We could do it.
This is the family edition.
Or Jelani Kennedy. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
No, but it's true. But then this is another thing that drives me crazy. If things happen, COVID, do not keep blaming stuff on COVID. This is the excuse that we've been using, because before COVID, these people have been lazy.
We have been the same
issue
trifling people
before that, but they're just using it. This is
now
to give you an
excuse
on what to use. But for instance, because I was so tired of not wanting to deal with the shipping and issues that was going on from before, on my website, I set the expectation. So if I say I set the expectation, it possibly will be 2 to 3 weeks.
Dang.
I set the expectation. It could possibly be 2 to 3 weeks before
y'all.
No, you too, because you saying so you dropping some jewels now. Come on now.
This is the family edition after dinner.
Hey, I gotta get dressed. Hold on, man. On performance mode, and I ain't even ready.
This is Creators Connect. We just had a wonderful dinner, and we was actually just talking.
Off scripted.
This is off script. This is just us sitting here talking to my mom. Say hi, mommy. And we were just talking about on this episode. We're actually talking about black businesses, and we just was sitting here and just having a heated conversation. We about to ruffle some feathers on this episode, but we've been having a heated conversation of different experiences that we've been having as black people supporting other black businesses. And as you know, I'm an advocate of supporting black business. Shalik is an advocate of supporting black business. My mother is an advocate of supporting black businesses. The sad thing is we have often been disappointed by our people. And I'm just going to be honest with you. Being disappointed by our people, and I'm not saying it stops it, just saying might be disappointed in love is not going to stop me from supporting black businesses, but I'm a put some fire under that behind.
Just because we are black, right? And we put this message out there that, you know, you're black, you should support black businesses, you know, it's only right. Mm-hmm. Doesn't mean that we have to settle for less.
Exactly.
When it comes to customer service, when it comes to the bar that should be there, you know, as opposed to anything. Yeah. We should, as a customer, you should be able to go into any business and receive the proper customer service.
Exactly.
Okay. Just because you're a black business, it should not be where you get a pass because you're black. No. Because you're a black business. That's not, you know. Let's raise our bar. Let's raise the bar.
Exactly.
And your work ethic should represent your character. Mm-hmm. So how you are is how your work ethic should be.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
You know, it represents who you are.
And I don't want to hear the excuse that we've had it so many times. We heard the excuse of, well, black people put higher bars on other black businesses. No, it's not. Some of them do, because they will actually go back to a white business 100 times after being treated wrong. They'll go back to that business over and over. But some of them do, but they'll continue, like Gucci, Louis Vuitton. Yeah. They'll continue to go back to them if they do them wrong. But as soon as one time a black business do something wrong, they be ready to snip, cut them off.
But with us knowing that, with
Louis
us,
Vuitton treated me very well.
And you ain't never.
And I will be going back.
I will be going back close to that.
I mean, we got.
No, they treated us very well.
We got first class. In what mall was that?
It was at
Lennox. But they had security escort us to our vehicle.
Look, the sad truth is, with that information being said and with us knowing that, we have to step out. That cannot be an excuse. Like we cannot let that be a reason why we lose business. Yeah. Why we have to work that much harder. Yep. And we as a race and as a nation of people, when I'm gonna say nation of people, know that we've always had to work harder than the rest.
Always.
We cannot lose that concept when it comes to running our businesses. We have to work hard because we know every little mistake we make is going to be scrutinized.
Exactly. Yep.
So don't let that be a reason why we are failing as a people to thrive as business owners.
And you don't have to be
Just
the
don't.
biggest.
Just
You don't
don't.
have to be the biggest company because they'll say, "Oh, the reason why these white companies can have such great customer service is because they have the finances to back it." That's not true. You could be a small mom and pop. A lot of people still go to the mom and pops because they have excellent customer service.
And that's the number one thing is what your ring said. It's love.
It's love.
You have to
Yes.
exhiberate love to everyone. And when you resonate that, it comes out in your customer service.
Comes out.
You have to treat your each individual like you love them.
That's
like
true.
if that was your mother, like that was your grandmother, like that was your aunt.
That's
That represents.
Y'all see my shirt? Sorry to cut you off, Mom. Nomadic Life. This shirt, shout out to my boy. You know what I'm saying? It's his shirt. Black owned business. This shirt feels so good, man. It fits so. He chose the best quality and the best material for his customers. And that's the example that we need as black people.
Yep.
Choose the best for us, because we are, you know what I'm saying? Come on now, don't give us
The cheap.
horrible customer service,
That's right.
horrible materials,
High
That's gonna
pricing.
make us
high pricing is another thing she was saying.
Exactly.
She was talking about a hair salon or nail salon.
Nail
We were
salon,
talking-
but then let me tell you, even before that, I just want to shout out
Shout out to
Slutty
my boy.
Vegan as well. I want to
Romantic
shout out
Night.
Slutty Vegan.
Yes.
I've taken my mom to Slutty Vegan. I've been to Slutty Vegan almost 10 times. Have you had Slutty Vegan yet?
I've heard about it, and I see it all over the internet.
Okay, so I gotta take him. Okay, I'm a shout. Let me tell you one thing about her, and this is before she had the store that she had. This is when she still had the truck. I went to the truck about 4 times before she even opened the location. The reason why I kept patronizing her, not only is it thebomb.com, like it's so good. It was the customer service. It was one time if she was at the window, she was back there working with her workers. And took time when I said, I appreciate what you're doing. You're doing a great job. She took time to say thank you. She stopped what she's doing to have a conversation with me.
That's how you run a business.
Huge when it comes down to running a business. It was just the customer service. And she takes care of her employees. So now her employees take care of the business so she don't have to be there. They take care of it like it's theirs. And that's the sad part is a lot of black businesses, they hire these people and they don't care about the business as much as the person who owns it. So when they're not there, they're not represented the right way.
Right.
And that says a lot about your business. So that's also these owners, you have to take care of your employees.
Yep.
So that the employees
Hire the
are
right
proud
people.
and
Yeah.
they're proud
They
to represent you in your business.
Yeah. We were talking about this earlier, you know, and this is not a disclaimer because, you know, we can learn as we go, you know what I'm saying? We don't have to just take our circumstances and what we're born into and use that as an excuse.
Yeah.
White people are born into business owners and born into knowing how businesses ran.
Yeah, exactly.
They're born into like the whole business life.
They're
you know what I'm
born
saying?
into
So they
it,
know
yeah.
how to run a business. They
Yeah.
know how to treat people.
Yeah.
And we most of us are not born into that whole system.
Exactly.
That doesn't mean you can't learn it.
It's true.
Right.
That's
It doesn't
true.
mean you can't pick it up and learn the right way to conduct business and to have customers leave knowing that they were taken care of.
Yeah. Because first, I'm huge
And
on
happy
customer
customers,
service.
yeah.
Huge on customer service. If you have great customer service, I will. Even if I'm ready to cancel, I would patronize you. I was just talking about how I've had a membership with JustFab.com for over about 10 years. It might be a little bit less than that, but almost 10 years I've had a membership with JustFab. And every month that I go to cancel, because I keep skipping months, so I'm like, oh, why do we still have this? Every time I go to cancel, they have impeccable customer service. I've had over probably like maybe 10 pairs of shoes that was sent to me just because of a mistake that happened or just because something that went wrong, but they made sure that I was taken care of because I'm not only just a member, I'm a platinum member because I've been with them for 10 years. So they see that and they're like, okay, we don't want to lose her. So every time I be like, oh, I'm a cancer, I don't need it no more. They're like, plus you can just skip this month again. You know what I'm saying? They really take care of me. As soon as I pick up the phone, hello, I'm going to be your fabinista for today. It's just about the presentation, the love that you have behind your product.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I started my business with Retro, which is a brand on top of under my business as me being an artist. And that's the biggest thing I said. My customer service has to be impeccable. It's so precise down to the point where each person who buys a product, they get a card that has a signed note from me with a bag. When I went to go give the bag to someone who purchased, they said, "Wait, the bag is mine too." The bag, everything is the presentation. It's how you put it together. I don't care if I'm a small business just starting. I want you to be like, "Oh, let me tell somebody else about it. Oh, I want to buy something else about it." And that's something that's not just taught, as you say. We're not taught it. It's something that can be learned. So that's not an excuse.
Not an excuse. As much pressure as we're putting on people to support black businesses, we're gonna put that much pressure on black businesses to treat their customers with the utmost, because that's the only way we're gonna thrive, and that's the only way that we can actually succeed at this. It's okay, we can support you all day, but then once we support you, how are we being treated? Okay, we're not gonna go back to that spot because you ain't treat us the way we need to be treated.
Yeah.
We used to be treated a certain type of way.
Yep, exactly.
So when that kind of goes downhill, that's the reason why these black businesses are not being supported.
Exactly.
It makes
And
one and one makes two.
You can't say your doors open up at 9 o'clock and you walking in there at 9
At 9 o'clock.
9:30. It's
Not even 9
better.
o'clock. You should be in there.
You should be there at 8:40,
You should be there at
8:30,
8:00,
setting it up and making sure
everything.
everything is good.
Yeah.
And you can't have these excuses.
Yep.
And the sad part is it's not just the small businesses that's going through this. It's big businesses too. For instance, the post office. You know, and the sad thing is we having a problem with the post office that's mostly black run. And that's we don't want to say that because black people are some of the hardest working people in this world, but they're also some of the laziest people in this world.
I mean, this is real talk. We ain't trying
Trifling.
Trust me, we're not trying to give nobody a hard time. What we're doing is we're having a conversation, a real discussion that needs to happen, because we're always running around. Support black-owned business. I'm an advocate for that.
Huge.
Trust me.
Huge.
But then these black businesses, you have to take care of your customers. Don't be on that. It's whatever. No, respect your black people. Respect the people that's coming in here supporting, your business, because we need. At the end of the day, we need each other.
Right.
And if you don't respect me, I don't want to have nothing to do with you.
Yeah, that's true.
I can't come to your establishment and as soon as I walk in the door, you got an attitude or ignore me without saying good morning or act like you didn't hear me ask you where such and such is while you on your phone or talking to another customer, co-worker, and I need to know where the soap pot is, and you pointing me in the direction instead of
that just happened to me. That just happened to me at Best Buy.
Yeah.
I went to go get a computer. The white guy helped me in the Apple location, in the Apple section. He was the Apple expert. And Daniel was like, it was all about me when I was buying that computer. And he was like, you can finance it. And I was like, no, I'm paying full. He was like, everything was about me, right? Then I say, well, Daniel, I'm finished with the computer. I want to look at some washer and dryer. So he said, okay, I'm going to introduce you to William, the black one. William comes over there on his phone. As he's introducing me, William's still on his phone. And I'm looking at him like,
we gotta do better, man.
William,
We gotta do better, bro.
What are we doing? Daniel knows I'm about to spend money. So now, I don't want to spend the money with you. I want somebody else. The sad part about it. Then he don't know. That's the sad thing is he just sees me talking to Daniel. He didn't see me walk out with a bag. He didn't see me put nothing in there. So he probably like, oh, she just talking. She don't want to buy nothing. So as soon as I'm talking, so he's like, So he says, well, let me see what I got in stock. Come over to the computer. So I'm like, okay, he wants the computer. So then I start talking to him, and he's like, oh, so what are you looking for? Well, here's a starter one. Why do you assume that I want the starter washer and dryer? I said, no, I have that on one of my locations. That's what I said. I have that on one of the locations already. I don't want the starter washer and dryer. I want a little bit nicer one.
So he
says, oh, so what you looking at? He shows me. I said, no, I don't want the white one. I want a different color. I want a black one, or I want a champagne or a silver one. He says, oh, Yes, and then it's a judgment.
Right.
Because he don't know, and now he's judging to see, okay, is she trying to spend his money or she just talking, right?
Mm-hmm.
But all this time, and then he stops again. As I'm like, at this point, I'm done with William.
You're done with
He
William.
will not get commission.
Yeah, he pulls his phone out again. One of the coworkers, the other black girl, walks past. He said, "Yeah, so what they was talking about? Did he forget that he was helping a customer?"
But he wouldn't have did that if he wasn't Caucasian.
That's what I'm saying. And I was going to say that,
It
Mom.
would have been.
Yeah.
It boils down to us
Yeah.
having respect for each other.
Yes,
That's where it starts.
that's where the love.
That's where it starts.
Yeah.
Is having
That's
respect for
love.
each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah.
We don't
Love,
respect each other
We
enough
don't love each other
Mm-hmm.
enough.
to even know the right way to patronize each other.
Right.
And I would have gotten a wash and dryer, but because of that, now I'm price checking. Now I'm gonna come back. Now I'm gonna think about it. Now I'm gonna leave because you have messed up. Now if you would have got a nice commission if you do work with commission. I don't know if you do, but it's just the fact that that's when it comes down to hiring the right people to run your business as well. Because that shit, how Daniel was so adamant and so he was listen, when I was saying certain things, well, that's not really a good model. You know, he was adamant.
Learns his department.
Yes.
That's what black folks don't do.
Yes.
I asked them, well, who is your immediate supervisor at the post office? I don't know. How you
That's
not
sad.
know
How you don't know
who
your
you
own
work
immediate
under?
supervisor? Yeah.
Or you work, who is your boss? You don't have to know your big boss,
Your boss,
but at least know
but
your
immediate
immediate
boss.
supervisor.
Yeah.
You know, it's just unbelievable. That's
And these are employees, but it's the same deal when it comes to business owners.
Exactly.
It's the same thing.
Same.
No matter what position you're holding, like we were just having a conversation before we press record. No matter what position you are working in, have that same type of integrity.
As if it's yours.
As if it's yours.
Yes.
Because
That's true.
it's all gonna crumble, and we're all gonna keep going back to square one, where we're not being supported as black people, as black business owners, because we're not respecting our customers. We're not respecting our customers. We're not giving that 100% customer service.
Yeah.
We are just disregarding people that are supporting us. And,
Can I tell us?
and that'll shut it down.
Go ahead.
I have one experience. I went to Bed Bath & Beyond. So I wanted
yeah, I
these
remember that.
lights that we got outside where our shrubs are.
They're solar lights.
Solar lights. So I go to the girl that was taking care of me, and I asked her, I said, excuse me, do y'all have the solar lights? She was like, oh, the boss. I said, where's the girl, the supervisor that was helping you with the thing? So she said, oh, she's over there. So when I go over there, she's coming out the room. I said, excuse me. I said, do y'all have the solar lights that, you know, they look like, you know,
Like rocks.
like rocks,
Yeah.
and you know, so she goes, oh no, we definitely don't have them. We didn't even get them in no more. I know for sure we don't have them.
Did you see me?
All because she was getting off in 5 minutes. She didn't want to go
so
back
she
there.
didn't want to like do the
She
extra
didn't-
work.
But something told me, let me not believe her. For some reason, I said, let me go back there
And see if it's
for
there.
myself. I see the white guy. He's a supervisor. I had dealt with him before. And I say to him, I say, excuse me, sir. I'm looking for the solar lights. They look like rocks. He said, oh, yeah, sure. He took me all the way to the back, directed me, led me to the back, took me to the solar lights. It was about 50 of them back there.
See?
And the black girl tells me, oh, no, I know we definitely don't have them.
Because she was trying to get off work.
Because
She was trying to get
you
up
know
work.
I reported her. I reported her. You know, like, if you didn't want to, I didn't ask you to take me back there. You could have did like y'all normally do as black folks, point me in the
Just point me in his direction.
You know, but just to adamantly tell me that, oh, we definitely don't have them. I was very upset behind
The only way we're gonna get better at what we're doing as a race and as a people is if we call each other out on the bullshit.
With love.
Yes,
though.
I'm
With
sorry.
love.
With love. You know what I'm saying? That's the
Each
only
one
way.
teach one.
It's the only way we're gonna get better is if we you know, if the people recognize what they're doing that's not right.
Yeah.
And that's why we're having this conversation now, because we're always out here supporting black business,
Yeah.
but we're still struggling in that area. But why?
Why?
Because we don't love ourselves.
Why is the question?
Yeah.
Why are we still struggling
We
in
have
that?
to
Yeah.
love.
And this is
ourselves.
why, because maybe it's because we don't feel the love.
Yeah.
We don't feel that we're being treated right as black people in a black business.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like our
You know
my
what I'm saying?
motto is y'all talk about Black Lives Matter, but my thing is when is Black lives gonna matter to black
To
people?
black people.
Wow.
Wow. Let's leave it with that, Julie.
Let's leave it with that.
When is black lives gonna matter to black? Oh, it was that powerful.
Aw, damn it. Be careful.
I'm sorry. I didn't even do this, but it was that
Oh,
It just cracked the glass.
oh, that's because you was banging on the table, right?
It was my fault.
That was, no, I was
I'm sorry.
Let me get it up. All right, stop.
But y'all, we're gonna end this right here, but
Oh, hurry up and get that wine.
Get it.
All right.
That,
We out of here.
Yeah.